What's popping, B? What it is? What's good?
Us, man. This is what we do. This is what we do over here. Listen, let me just say this. On our little hiatus for a while, a couple of niggas was out here throwing appreciation words around. It was cute. It was cute. It was cute. I like it. It was cute. But let's not fucking forget, for 5 fucking years, me and my mans right here was holding that shit down. We took that with appreciation and made it what it is. I just want to make sure I throw that out there in the most humblest way, I'm going to say. But with that being said, Watts, let's go to Buffalo, New York, Buffalo, NY. Only thing I know about Buffalo, NY was the Buffalo Bills and Rick James, goddamn it, Watts. But the Griselda boys, brother, let's go ahead, man. That's what Benny, the Butcher, Conway, Westside Gun, doot. What's up, man?
You know, I think it's very appropriate that we give them their flowers, because when you think about it, they're on a 10-year run of like impact. Like, it's been over a decade where they've actually impacted and, in my opinion, changed the culture. Mm-hmm. And they've changed the culture to a point where we're in 2025.
Right.
And if Westside drops an album, if Conway drops an album, if Benny drops an album, I immediately go to it and listen to it. Meaning they've never left my rotation, ever. Since 2016, they've never left my rotation. So it's time for us to just acknowledge these brothers and really explain how impactful they were to the hip-hop culture.
I guess I got to go in first for us. I think it was 2017, I want to say, is really when we got plugged in and everything like that, right? And I think it was, for us, for me and you, it was the Static Selectors, the Sway in the Morning, freestyles. You and I, respectfully, again, campaigned for these brothers to get on Funkmaster Flex to do a freestyle and everything like that. We did an episode about that years ago. About we didn't like the vibe of that and everything like that and everything. But I think for you and I, the kind of raw hip hop that we like and what they brought to the table, and then the cosign of the Webster Hall thing with Prodigy, R.I.P. Prodigy, Raekwon, Styles P. So they went and cosign from niggas that you and I fuck with heavy and shit, right? I guess I gotta go 2017, Benny, Conway, and Westside Gun. I look at Conway really was the first one that really did it for me. I listened to the Cow, and once I heard the Cow watch, I had to go back to the block and, you know, spin the block back and do what I do with Conway and them and shit like that. You know? And at the beginning, they were being promoted as Westside Gun and Conway. And that was like how people were looking at them. And then we'd see Benny would be with them, and we were like, yo, who's this? And I remember when Elliot Wilson was doing Rap Radar, and we were getting at them on Twitter like, yo, y'all need to interview these guys. And I specifically remember Elliot Wilson saying, you have to earn the right to get on Rap Radar. And he had an interview with Wale, right? And we was like, bro, this ain't it right now. Right now, the energy is with these Buffalo dudes. Absolutely. And fast forward to 2025. They've literally done it all. Their sound, right? When you first heard their sound, because when today, right, I went back to old interviews that Westside Gun and Benny and Conway did when they first popped off, and to hear Westside Gun praise the Wu-Tang Clan the way that he did and stuff like that. You know what I mean? People say that he doesn't rap like, but sounds like a mirror, the voice inflection of a Ghostface Killer, right? And stuff like that. Being heavily influenced by Wu-Tang Clan, them keeping it up like Mobb Deep and the Wu and everything, like their influences and everything from the 5 boroughs, and they're not being from New York City. Do you feel like New York City rappers, the 5 boroughs of rappers, gravitate to these brothers the way they should?
I mean, explain why me and you gravitated towards them.
The rappers, us as hip hop fans, the rappers. I mean, that's what I mean.
But remember, you saw the cosigns, like you said. You saw Raekwon standing on stage, like, yo, that energy y'all giving. What do you think it was about them that Raekwon was just like hugging them, or Prodigy is hearing them and like, damn, what do you think? So Prodigy and Raekwon, they got that same feel me and you got. Right, like, right. We listening to this, like, hold up. So let's be for real. New York was literally in a weird place during that time. In a very weird place. But I'm saying even before that, like, we were on a full harmonizing, emulate other regions era. Like the OGs basically, I felt, was just tapping out the game and just letting the young people do whatever they wanted. And the young people was like, well, we don't know none of that stuff from the 90s. We want to harmonize, which is fine. You know, I'm not going to begrudge them for that. But these guys basically rekindled that feel.
Mm.
Boom bap,
Yeah.
drumless, based on lyricism. And here's the bottom line. They got on the map to us based on their ability to rap,
Facts.
their rapping ability. They rap their way to where they are.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it was.
Well, we know Westside Gunn is what you want to call him, the RZA. They call him the Abbott or the RZA, resurrector of the group and everything, like the brain of the foundation and everything like that. And I used to find it funny, and we talked about it back in the years ago. You know, Benny and Conway are the rappers. Not saying Westside Gunn is not. Let's be honest. Niggas on Westside Gunn is an acquired taste, respectfully. You got some people that like him, some people don't rock with him. There's no in between with him. There might be in between with Conway and Benny. There's no in between with Westside Gunn at all. Either you rock with him or you don't rock with him, right? But his ear for beats and stuff like that, and the way they give it up for him and stuff like that. But I was big, even when I heard Conway rap, right? It was something about Benny back in late 2017 that I was like, okay, all of us are screaming Conway, but this Benny cat ain't that bad and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And then if people want to play divide and conquer as hip-hop fans, we do that sometimes. Who's the better MC? Who had the better verse and everything like that? Who got the better project and stuff like that and everything. Was it Conway that caught your attention first, though?
Yes. His rawness, his lyricism, the way he was breaking it down. Remember, that Static Selector freestyle that he did over New York State of Mind. When I tell you it spoke to my soul, I said, This is the kind of hip hop that I listen to. I gravitate to this. You know what I'm saying? And his rawness, the way he was just giving it up, I was like, what is this? Who are these dudes? You know what I'm saying? And I remember when they did the Funk Flex freestyle. When Funk Flex listened to us, he'll never admit it. No one will ever admit it. But when they listened to us, I was like, okay, we're gonna bring them in the studio. And from there, boy, did they take off.
They did take off though. And people listen, I think we might have been a year late, I think, and stuff like that. Because you know what I mean? Like 2016. Because the funny thing about it, when you go back and watch old freestyles of them with Tony Touch, Static Selector, before Funkmaster Flex, to be honest, and stuff like that, and things of that nature and stuff. I thought Conway was a better MC and everything. But then projects wise, if we go to the projects, is Tanner Talk 3 still the best Griselda solo project in your opinion?
No.
Okay. I think I know you're gonna go, but I'm gonna let you talk.
No. I'm just saying. Specifically, if we're going to talk about Benny.
Yes.
Benny in 2018.
All right, let's go Benny. Let's go Benny first, okay?
Benny in 2018, I believe, had one of the greatest years in hip hop history. I think he is one of the only rappers who can say, I dropped 3 classic albums in 1 year.
All right, break it down. All right.
Stabbed and Shot.
Stabbed and Shot. Jesus Christ. Woo! Which we were big on heavy. And some of you niggas, when I talk Stabbed and Shot to y'all ain't really well versed in that project. I'm gonna keep it 100. A lot of niggas who love hip hop, they not really that project, man. 4.5 mics in my opinion, bro. And it just like came and went, and it didn't really get the just due that I felt it should have got from the masses and shit like that. Even now, when people talk about it, if you didn't speak about it right now, it's like, oh shit, I forgot about Stab and Shot 1. You going crazy with Stab and Shot Part 2. One of them to grab him in 38 special to drop. You know what I mean? And let's say it was special though, because you know this better than me. Wasn't Benny under the tutelage of 38 special before?
Yeah, he was rocking with Trust Gang. No question. Benny, a friend of ours. Classic.
Very slept on another project. Yes. I'm with
now,
you.
It's to me, I consider it Benny perfected. It's one of the greatest. It's a classic to me. Like we can revisit it now. Like we're years past 2018. You can revisit and go back. That's a classic. And then Tanner Talk 3 is a certified classic, meaning it's a classic that the culture they wasn't ready for it. They was like, what is this? Tana Talk 3 is, to me, his most known and well-received undisputed classic. But I'm saying Benny had 3 classic albums in 2018.
Watch. I'm looking at the track listing, right? For Tana Talk 3, Good Night, very first song, P Rock with that beat. Scarface vs. Sosa, Rubber Bands and Weights, Fast Eddie, 97 Hove, Joe Pesci, 51, Langfield. I think you like Langfield. I think you like all the 70. I think, or Rick, one of them drinks and shit. You fucked heavy and shit. I don't know. You know,
bro.
Yeah, this is fire.
If I'm gonna start my Benny playlist,
right,
I started with Langfield.
Well, I know you like Langfield.
I started with Langfield.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, Jesus Christ! When I heard that, I was like, "This dude is like." I'm talking about painting that picture, giving you that street tale. I mean, listen. This is gonna sound crazy.
All right.
This album gave me Infamous feel in terms of how I felt like it brought me into his world. It brought me.
Tana Talk 3.
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
It impacted me like that because it brought me into his world, and it was amazing. And shout out to Royce the 5'9", who's on this. He was like, these brothers are ill.
Early. Roy, I'm glad you said that. Royce was it's funny, when I spoke to him a while ago, I asked him about that. He's like, I was up on early. His man's put on them, and he was like, yo, Sky Zoo too. Shout out to Sky Zoo. Sky Zoo was big. He was up.
Listen, Sky Zoo is on Benny, a friend of ours. Fire. Listen, that's a no skip album. I'm telling you, that's a classic too. So, yeah, man. This Langfield, all 70 with Conway, Rick. Like, this is a classic album, bro. And I know people don't like when I say this. It's hard to make classics and then surpass your classics. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may have more commercial success, albums that sell more, but it's like, it's the Illmatic curse. Illmatic was not commercially successful, but people hail it as the greatest Nas album ever. But it just wasn't his most successful album.
Facts.
It was written was.
Facts.
I feel that way about Tana Talk 3. This is the Benny Holy Grail album.
And we did rock with Plugs I Met also. Plugs I Met, we played, that was a rotation heavy. Part 1 anyway, I would say, with Pusha T, the 18-wheeler joint. And of course, Sunday School, that you went to the show when Special came out and everything. How big Sunday School was. That's one of my favorite songs. 2018, I think it was. That's one of my favorite. 6 years ago, I think that song came out though. But that Sunday School, boy.
That was the next year. 19, I think. I think it was 19.
You're right. 2019. Actually right. You're absolutely right. 2019.
The Plugs
Sunday School was, oh my God.
Now this is what really showed you how where these guys was at, because you got West Side Guns. You know, I remember he did this interview with Peter Rosenberg, and he was just like woo 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 woo, and I'm like, yeah, he speaks my language. This is the language I understand. Like, yo, 3, explain it. See, I don't think people understand because it's so long ago.
The impact of Wu-Tang, right?
I don't think they get it. How it was just completely.
Listen, I'm with you because this is what I feel. As much as I love Jay and Nas, I can't say that impact from the door. Like a 50 did 02, and like when the Wu came, when the Wu impact, and I might put Wu over 50 in terms of New York City impact wise. Wu-Tang over the mob, yes, over Jay and Nas, and then Big 2 to a degree. Because when the Wu came, that shit felt different. The sound was different. 9 niggas who all can rap. I ain't never seen no shit like this. I've never heard beats like this before. It ain't like, this ain't no Primo sound. This ain't no P-Rock sound. This ain't no Large Pro, Diamond D. None of that shit going on here. There is a whole different sound. So I can understand when niggas gravitate to the Wu the way they do, especially if you're an artist. Us as fans, yeah. But we rapping and shit, I can understand the love. But you're right, though. I think niggas, do people really forget, though, the impact of the Wu, though? It's kind of hard to, though, right?
They don't, because I'm telling you, as someone who went to when I went to the Nas Wu-Tang concert,
right?
I had on Wu-Tang paraphernalia, right?
Mm.
You would have thought it was a Wu-Tang concert. Everybody had Wu on, like everybody. Nas is headlining it, And I said, yo, the Wu, like you really get a clear understanding how impactful the Wu are. They're like the Beatles to us, bro. That's why when people be asking, when Nori be like, who the best group, and I'm like, it's hard. Like, if you're not gonna say Run DMC and EPMD, once we get to the 90s, bro, I just can't put nobody over the Wu. I just can't do it. But I don't want to sidetrack.
But think about what you said though. Something that you said that made me think about something for a second here, right? I think also what Westside Gun got from the Wu is the merch. Because you talked about how much the shirts you saw at the Nas show you went to, right? Westside Gun, Conway got an infamous line, never thought we'd get rich off selling merch. And it's the truth. That nigga's merch game, you always people, they sell heavy merch and shit like that. You know what I mean? And merch at a show, I don't know if artists or young people understand, or people in hip-hop general understand, going to shows to buy merch, that was big. I remember when I went to a Wu-Tang show, and I was able to cop a Jizza liquid short shirt. I felt like I was the man. You can tell me a motherfucking thing. You know, I handle that shit with care. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand the influence, man. I can really understand it though. You know
so let me just talk about the plugs I met right quick.
Oh Lord, please let's go.
The plugs I met brought us RJ Payne,
Facts,
Black Thought,
Facts,
Conway, Pusha T, Jadakiss. At this point, I don't know where else Benny can go. You literally got the best rappers rapping on your album. So to me, this is peak Benny creatively writing, because he's putting his pen against the best MCs. Like, to me, you can't get, here's the thing, you can't get better MCs.
Right.
Like, you can't, like, you got a song with Black Thought. Are you gonna go, now you're gonna do a song with somebody else? You ain't gonna get somebody who rap better.
Watts, hold on. Speaking back on your Black Thought comment, imagine Black Thought saying, "Hey, Watts, I'm down to do a track with you. I'm down to send me the verse and shit like that." And you're sitting there like, okay, I know I'm about to get a crazy verse now. I wonder if Benny ever thought about rewriting his verse. Did he have to rewrite his verse at all? Black Thought verse, send that verse, or 38 Special or Sunday School.
Do you remember when we had an intense debate? And when they first came out, he was like, yo, Benny, drug talk is crazy. It might be better than Pusha T. And I was like, nah, hell no. Ain't better than Pusha T. They ain't better than Pusha T. And I went crazy for Pusha T.
Yes.
Man, yes. A year later,
yeah,
I had to change my tune. I said, Benny's plug talk was just hitting me different. You know what I'm saying?
I don't mean to stay off comment for a second, but I like where you went real quick, because something came to my brain again, what you said. Benny is heavy with the drug talk, right? Pusha T was heavy with the drug talk. A lot of people crediting the clips for not having so much drug talk on the Let's Sort 'Em Out project and everything like that. And I remember Benny was having an issue with people questioning his subject matter or his content and everything like that. You know what I mean? Do you feel that you want Benny to open up more?
Benny has opened up more. So he's done that. You know what I'm saying? We're literally talking about his early projects, but
right. Yeah.
This run, this run that we and you have discussed with Benny, so this is 4 albums in a row, basically. It's already legendary stuff. Like, this is enough where he has legendary classic material under his belt. And now, after this,
Hit Boy,
he got this one, and after this, he started going into his commercial bag.
Hit Boy, Big Sean, and all that.
He started getting, he started doing the songs with, like you said, Big Sean, yes. Rick Ross, yes. Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying? On Burden of Proof, Freddie Gibbs.
Burden of Proof. That's the project. Burden of Proof. That's the Burden of Proof project. That some people okay. But a lot of people like that project though for Benny. And I see a lot of people. I've had arguments with people just up to recent Watts, where some people tell me that's their favorite Benny project. But I fight Tanner Talk 3.
I have no problem with that, because Burden of Proof is it's a more polished version. You can see it, and it did commercially well. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that.
I like that more, brother. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No. It's not wrong with it. But listen, Benny himself said, I was too young to get into Nas or Illmatic. I got into mine was later on. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, all right. So So let me ask you: do you think at some point, as we'll get to Conway right now, before we go to Conway, do you feel at some point because Conway was being pushed us so far, we love Conway so much that he had to understand that Benny is his A plus is by his side now? He's not playing Kiko, little dun and hate that respectfully, you know.
I honestly I don't know because I can tell you people love Conway. Like for example, I'll give you an example. Did Nas feel? You think Nas felt any kind of way when AZ was just popping off with the song with Miss Jones?
No.
Like AZ got a hit before Nas. Like that song was a bigger hit before Nas ever had a big hit. AZ had that. And as you can see, AZ and Nas still rock out hard, but AZ had that first commercial, you know. So I don't know how Conway felt about that because Conway's music.
Cool, you come into the game together though. I don't think Nas and AZ really came into the game together. Conway, Benny, and Westside Gunn came into the game together. They doing freestyles and everything like that. I still feel even though AZ had a shot on Life's a Bitch on Illmatic, I still feel he was AZ before the firm, you know, was really born and shit. The firm, they weren't talking the firm shit when Illmatic came out and everything like that. You know what I mean? I kind of look at it that way.
But let's get to Conway so we can explain why I don't think Conway felt any kind of way.
The machine. Yo, the machine. Listen, the cow. The first thing that comes to my mind when I think of Conway machine is the cow. When I first heard the cow, I'm like, wow. We understand the brothers got shot in the face and everything like that. Machine Gun Black. It's funny, right? Because I feel like when we would listen to Mobb Deep back in the day, we talk about Killer Black all the time. I feel like I knew who Killer Black was, Havoc's brother and everything, right? But they always big up Machine Gun Black and everything like that. Conway just had my ears at first, brother. The brother, his face is twisted, and he can rap, and he's dumb fucking nice, and the machine fits him so well. The machine, Conway, the machine. You know what I mean? The brother is nice though, but I think once again the cow is what did it for me. How introspective that song was, how real and how raw that song was, and everything. And that's when I started listening to Reject 1 and 2 and stuff, Hall and Nash, and his early project Westside Gunn and everything like that. So
now check this out. Those early projects with Westside Gunn, where you said Hall and Nash and the Reject, he had a song called Rick Boxes. Rick Boxes is one of my all-time. It's one of my all-time favorite Conway songs. Like I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like you feel it when he's talking. Land O'Lakes with Busta Rhymes, another just crazy. First of all, Busta Rhymes put a fire verse on there. Like the fact that you're getting
you just want to get your drug bag though. You want to talk about Gustavo, the rest of them niggas.
But the fact that you're getting legendary MCs like Busta Rhymes to give you legendary verses shows you how much they respect you. Now, one thing about Conway, once I heard the cow and Reject, I was like, okay, I gotta revisit them. So I revisited Griselda Ghost, the album with produced by Big Ghost LTD, and it was
shout out Big Ghost, man. Big Ghost be getting busy and shit.
Big Ghost LTD has some of my favorite Griselda projects. His production, to me, he's great with Conway. Like some of my favorite Conway stuff is with Big Ghost LTD.
Well, but the album was highlight Derringer then. We gotta highlight Derringer then because Derringer was really the person.
No. I hear that. I'm just telling you personally. I like Conway's work with Big Ghost LTD more. And Griselda's Ghost, man, they got this song called "A Banger." With Westside Gunn is like, "Bang with banging with it, banging," you know, that high pitched voice. But yo, when I tell you Conway throughout this entire album is spinning 5 mic verses. That's nice, bro.
Let me ask you, let's go to Derringer right quick though. Because I want to get back to Conway before I get back to Conway. Derringer, do you feel he was very influenced by the RZA? Can we say that? Heavily influenced by the RZA?
Let me ask you a question. Have I ever spoken to you about Derringer's production?
Not really though, not too much. I don't think about it though, not too much though.
So why do you think that? Like, you know, when I like somebody or I like some producer, you hear it.
He's the in-house producer though. Watch, we have to.
No, I get it, and I like the joints. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
I love Derringer. Early Derringer shit. I thought Derringer was fire.
No. I don't have any issue with Derringer, but I don't get the same feel you get from him. You know, I don't get that. Like I told you, Big Ghost LTD. I like his production is the one that gravitates to me.
2017, when you and I were talking Griselda Heavy, came from Damage, though, brother.
I know, and you were the one talking about his production. I wasn't.
I think you respect D'Angelo because the RZA sound might bother you a tad bit, though.
Nah, it ain't even that. I mean, I like his work. I'm not against it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, you know.
Watch, my favorite Conway album is Forever King. By far. By far. Juvenile Hell with Banks. And, oh, my God, nigga.
We reviewed that album, right?
Yes. I think I had that about number one album in 2019, brother. If memory serves me right, when we did our 2019 show in 2019, I had that Forever King album is everything, brother.
That Forever King album, to me, can go head up with Tanner Talk 3.
Yes. Yeah. And you ready for this? It might be a better overall album than Tanner Talk 3 because in terms of subject matter. He got a song called Frontlines where he's talking about a situation in George Floyd. Like Conway really got deep on this project, man. If you had to ask me, I would from King to a God. That's what it's called, from King to a God. Pardon me. From King to a God, I would put From King to a God as maybe my favorite Griselda solo project, and Tanner Talk 3 number 2. Watch.
Okay. Listen.
Fill me on this. Did me and you not go crazy over Lemon with Method Man?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up. Method Man was in his late 40s when he did that, right? Right?
Yes, absolutely.
Right? Okay, so it was normal for us to hear older MCs still be ill, nice. And Method Man has been nice in his 40s, late 40s, and in his 50s, right?
Absolutely.
So the Clips didn't make rappers in their 50s popular again? No, I'm asking
you. No. The Cali Stallion and Nas have done a great job in that department. Let me just throw that out there. Nas and Method Man have done a great job in their 50s. G-Rap also instead of G-Rap. So let me give G-Rap his flowers also. So this niggas out here that in 50s is still getting crazy out here, all right?
Black Thought's in his 50s?
Black Thought too. Let's go
getting crazy? So
yes.
Is it fair to push back on the Clips made being old rapping things? Is that a safe pushback? Can you push back on that?
I'll give it a pushback on this. I think I'm sorry, man.
Now let's get to
De La Soul voice. Warrior roller coasters. That's crazy. No.
Yo, did Flea Lord go crazy on that song?
And all Banks, but Flea Lord did go crazy though. Flea Lord versus Fire though. Fire. That Flea Lord verse made me go back and revisit some of his old projects and shit like that, man. Juvenile Hell, Done with Damani, Frontlines, Jesus Christ. This shit is a dope ass project from Conway, man. Very dope project from Conway. You know what I mean? I did think Benny was doing a better job in terms of at one point having better projects than Conway. If you're gonna go in that bag a little bit though, you know what I mean? After a while, you know. But I do like a lot of Conway's projects. I'm looking forward to his. They got a project coming this year and everything like that. But lyrically, Conway's he's phenomenal. He's fire, man. You know what I mean?
Phenomenal. Meaning, like you said, Conway comes out an album. We don't wait. We immediately go into it and we listening to it. And that's the thing why I give Griselda so much credit, because we're still interested in them. We still want to hear them, like immediately. Mm-hmm. Like Benny and Styles P got a song that came out this year. It's one of my favorite songs of the year.
Oh, the Toxic song. The Toxic song?
Oh, yeah.
That song is fire, nigga. Yo, my nigga, I feel I gotta dap you on that. Yo, dogs, I fucks with that song heavy.
Heavy. Yo, let me tell you, what that song give me? That song give me Blam Blam feel, man. I get that Blam Blam feel with that. Yeah, bro, that's how much I like that.
I'm gonna keep it talk. I don't know if there's a last posse cut like Blam Blam. I'm gonna keep it real though. Like, no, seriously. And for you niggas who not heard Blam Blam, when my brother talking about Conway, Benny, Styles P, that shit is crazy. But I will put Sky Zoo's Eastern Conference All Stars. I love that. West Side, Beat Rock, Sky Zoo, Elzai, and Benny and Conway on there. They have it and shit like that. But yeah, I do like that and everything like that. And then West Side Gun, man. I like West Side Gun and stuff like that. I get criticized a lot for like fucking West Side Gun. But he got me, man. I know his subject matter can be at a minimal sometimes. A lot of jail talk, commissary talk, feds talk, and everything like that. But the brother's ear for beats and the way he raps, his sound matches his beats so well, though, man.
I at first didn't gravitate to him, right? I did not gravitate to him. Mm-hmm. But once I adjusted my ear, because the way he curates projects, put projects together, puts MCs on. Let me explain something to you, man. This man gave us Dope Rome Street. He gave us some of the greatest verses Stove God Cook has put down, where he elevated Stove God Cook to either number 1 or number 2 as the drug talk rapper. Mm-hmm. 1 or 2.
Right, facts.
Push it to you not in the top 2 with drug talk. Not in the top 2. Stove is in the top 2.
You giving the Stovey?
No, Stove is in the top 2. Because I have a special part with Spesh. You know what I'm saying? Spesh is just special to my heart with that talk. And to my heart.
Right.
But Stove talks it. But back to Westside Gunn. So once I adjusted my ear to like listen and start to appreciate him, bro, I go back to his albums, and Westside Gunn has the best posse cuts in hip hop. He has the best posse cuts in hip hop.
Wow, I didn't expect you to go in this bag. Wow, I didn't expect you to say
it. 98 Saber. It's just like in the anthem. Like he has, and remember, Westside gonna be putting everybody on the joint. His posse cuts, to me, he puts the best posse cuts together in hip hop. The way he has an ear for beats, has an incredible ear for beats.
Dogs, picking on the beats that you're talking about, because he puts on a lot of producers on that I follow now on Twitter, because they have the production credits there, right? And I follow Danny LaFleur, CG, Monk, Camouflage, Conductor. Niggas love Conductor right now, but the first time I heard Conductor beat was from Griselda and shit like that. You know what I mean? Also, you spoke about Soul God. He also got Rome Streets over there. Boldy James over there. And the new brother, brother Tom TOS, I've been listening to him lately as of late. He's fire too. So, and I'm going to say this right now. I think Westside Gunn has because everyone's branched out to different crews, right? Conway has Drumworks. Benny has Black Soprano Family with Rick Hyde, Fuego Bass, and them niggas and shit. But I think Gunn has the best crew in terms of rapping with Stove God, Rome, and Boldy. I think
I'm gonna push back on you on that.
Okay, talk to me. I'm here for it.
OT the Real is with Soprano and Fuego Bass.
I like Fuego
and
too.
OT the Real and Fuego Bass have not put out a bad project in 2 years.
That's a fact.
And in 2025, OT the Real has had an MVP year. An MVP year.
This is the first fight we're gonna have. This is the first fight we're gonna have on the show. Stop it. MVP, though, Watts. MVP.
When we do our year-end talk, I'll elaborate.
December 28th, me and Watts album review. Go ahead, Watts. Go ahead.
When we do that, you're gonna understand why I look at OT the Real. OT the Real. Matter of fact, ain't nobody you listening to talking that street drug talk better than OT the Real, but we was elaborating that.
We just said.
Talking about OT the Real got 3 albums out this year. 3. Okay?
Stove got 0.
Right. So no one's gonna know what OT the Real.
Okay, does OT the Real got a better project than Reasonable Drought? It's hard to stop this nigga. It is so hard that this nigga is nigga, you know me.
You know why? Because Reasonable Drought,
yes, sir,
is a classic album. It is a certified, undeniable classic.
Yes, sir.
So but we'll get to that when we talk about it. So that's why I'm hesitant to just say that, because I'm telling you right now, I love Fuego Bass. OT the Real and Fuego Bass came out with an album last year that was fire. Every single song.
I think Fuego lost a little steam, though, Watts. A little steam.
Well, because he didn't put out a lot. He didn't put out a lot this year. But all I'm saying is that when you were like, Westside Gunn got the better crew, I'm like, whoa.
He does still to me, though.
I get it.
Lyrically, Rome Streets, Rome Streets is the illest nigga on the whole squad.
I don't got Rome Street over OT the Real.
Let's talk about it. I do, sir.
No.
Absolutely.
I get it. Yo, you don't even know what. Okay, what's Rome Street best album to you?
The one with I could Kiss the Ring. Kiss the Ring
Okay.
project. By far.
To me,
and a project with DJ Muggs he had also was fire.
To me, and dope project. To me, it's Coup de Grace with Ransom. To me, that's the best rapping of Rome Street life because he had no choice because he was rapping with the greatest rapper out. His verses on Coup de Grace are out of this world.
Can I ask you a question, Watts, to stay on that? Which project you like a little more? Do you like the Rome and Rand or the Rand and Conway project?
The Roman Ransom.
Hey, Conway, I rock with you heavy though, but Ransom was rapping kind of crazy on you on them verses though. I'm not gonna hold you, Con. I love you, Conway, but Ransom was wilding on them tracks for real. Maybe that's why I can't get a Conway interview, but it is what it is. But Ransom was wilding on them verses and shit like that though. So you think Ransom? I disagree with his best rapping. I know he had to go hard because he's battling.
To me, his best lyrical display of rapping was on Coup de Grace. I don't think he's rapped as good as anything that he was rapping on Coup de Grace. Remember, some rappers, their best rapping is on a different project. You know, okay, let's be real. Our favorite Dave East projects is with Styles P, right?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So why is that?
I don't like that. Why you went there watching? Because I like Rome Street's more than Dave East, number one. And Dave East needed that help. He needed help. I'm sorry, he needed help. Respectfully, Styles P helped him out and shit. He helped him out. Let's just call it what it is. He did. I think Rome Street held his own with Ransom and shit though, on verses and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yes. And listen, you're gonna be shocked where you see why I have Rome Streets and the Conductor Project in December next month. We are having a pecking order.
Well, you're gonna be shocked where I have OT the Real.
Well, you kind of let the cat out of the bag, though, brother. The way you talk about OT the Real, though, brother. I'm expecting top 5. The way you talking, brother. I'm expecting.
And you ain't ready for my talk about that Uncle Murder album. You ain't ready for that talk.
I'm ready, dog. I'm taking notes for my projects. I'm listen. I'm gonna be so on point because I know we got a date already. I'm already listening to projects, jotting shit down, so it's gonna be good for me though. But yeah, you like Uncle Murder Project? Okay, we'll talk about that. Though.
Like? No. I don't like the Uncle Murder Project. I don't like the Uncle Murder Project. Okay.
You love it. Okay. All right. Let me ask you. Talk about the Griselda right quick. A problem that I might have is I really wish Benny and Conway would have done more projects together.
So I think Benny and Conway have about 3 albums worth of verses together. Because when I have a lot of Griselda playlists on my streaming sites, right? Mm-hmm. Benny and Conway on so many songs. You know, Westside Gun got them on so many songs together.
Okay,
Westside Gun got them on so many songs together, man. Hell on Earth Part 2.
No, you're right. Only pushback I'll give you on that is this. I feel there's a lot of throwaway verses or a quick 16. I'm talking about Benny and Conway sitting in the booth together for 2 weeks or 3 weeks where they smoke concepts of songs. And they just have verses a lot. And so I have a verse, you have a verse, and that's it. And boom. I ain't saying it's weak sauce, but I want to hear them together.
Bro, they have a full album together on Shady Records. Wait a minute. They have a full album together with Westside Guns on Shady Records. 50's on the album. Emma's on the album. It's a full album.
That project was alright, and we didn't go too crazy about that. You know that. If you remember,
wait a minute. You ready for this?
All right, I'm listening.
It aged amazingly. I've revisited that album a lot now, bro. And that album now, it resonates with me a lot. Because remember, I didn't gravitate to Westside because I wasn't so into Westside. That's what was throwing me off with it. But now that I fully appreciate Westside Gun, like I appreciate his raps now, I listen to him. That project is crazy. That project is crazy.
Well, you're gonna be surprised.
It's wonderful.
You're gonna be surprised when I have Westside Gun also in this year, my pecking order and stuff like this. And I'm gonna say this about West Side Gun also. The merch, I gotta do my West Side Buffalo accent. The art. He does art, and the wrestling that he loves so much. How he's incorporated wrestling and the wrestling covers. We have Virgil and Ted DiBiase, and have wrestling songs. Randy Savage, RVD, Dean Malenko.
By the way, Saba, what do you think about that? What he's getting into with the WWE, where they like kicked him out the event, and he's like, and they're gonna sue. Did you see anything about that?
I saw Chinks have some on his page on our Instagram. My thing of watch, I find that kind of weird because Westside Gunn has really saluted wrestling a lot, and I've noticed with WWE, if now I don't watch as much as I frequently did, but when I pay attention here and there, they've embraced the hip hop culture. Sexy Red. This is not Vince McMahon at the head of the quarters anymore. This is Triple H holding this shit down now and shit like that. So they really embraced pop culture heavy. And Snoop, Shaq, we've seen on there before and everything like that. But Westside Gunn, Wale, Smoke DZA, Peter Rosenberg, I know they big into wrestling and stuff like that. I think it's kind of weird that. But here's my thing with that, Watts. Because he has his own thing called Fourth Rope Wrestling that Westside Gunn is doing, the only thing I can think about Watts is do WWE feel a way about him having his own organization now. That's the only thing I can drum in my head and should they feel a way? Because it's weird.
Yeah.
Why kick Westside Gunn out the arena who pays bread for merch and who salutes wrestlers and everything like that?
I mean, this guy is a wrestling fanatic. He names projects. He puts wrestling like you can't. He's the biggest supporter of wrestling in hip hop history, right?
He is.
So yeah, that threw me off. That threw me off
a lot, though, man.
But to Westside Gunn, I think Westside Gunn was needed for hip hop. Needed. Okay. And because now we're going to talk about what may rub people the wrong way. Did Buffalo bring New York City back?
Okay, I like this. Did Buffalo bring New York City back? I think so. But I also remember, and I'm pretty sure you watch as much as I watch stuff on hip hop. I remember when Math Hoffa had an episode about Griselda, right? I forgot who was talking and they were talking about Griselda, and it felt, I'm not gonna say niggas sounded salty. They wasn't on a banana eating Menace Society type vibes and shit, but niggas was kind of questioning New York City never fell off and everything like that and stuff like that. But yes, in my opinion, Conway again, I can quote a Conway lyric: "Buffalo nigga got it sounding like the old New York." That's a ball from Conway.
And it is all first verse. That's all first verse thing. Yeah. Let's be real. Yeah. We got some amazing projects from Graph. Amazing projects from Graph, bro. We can't even. You got Vado. Oh, I go to shows. Vado's opening at their shows. You know, Benny got songs of Vado. Like they brought the spitters in New York City back to spitting again. You know what I'm saying? Like we watched it, so I'm asking that it's accurate, right?
Yes, I would say this in New York City to me. To go on a tangent right quick, part of something, but we can talk hip hop here. I just feel in New York, not Buffalo for a second, New York City rappers, Sky Zoo, Rome Streets, and Banks. They come to my mind right now because Fab ain't rapping. Fab said recently on Jim Jones' podcast with them that he's been caught up in some deals or whatever, some bad deals or whatever. He signed or some bullshit like that, some label situation and shit. That's why he hasn't dropped any music. But Fab is definitely, one also. But I think Banks, Rome, and Sky Zoo. But yeah, Griselda, at the end of the day, I did feel, into what you said also, to piggyback what you said again, yes, I felt they brought the spinners back outside. You know what I mean? So yes, they've done a lot for New York City, man. They have. Now, as New York City, I know in New York City, they look at Buffalo as a third world country. Niggas don't go to Buffalo and everything. So I don't know if we're talking about the music, but we're not embracing the city. I'm not as much, but they embracing the sound.
It's the sound and the lyricism. It's the old New York. They want the old New York back.
Right. It's old New York, exactly.
And that is why we giving them next
hard to do because niggas don't really rock with boom bap like that. So for them to take quote unquote what people call boom bap music and stuff like that, and they've polished it and put a spin on it and still made it sound, if people say not outdated or stuff like that, So, but people feel they lost steam though. I have seen that kind of conversation with people though.
That's fine, but we can't deny their impact. You know what I'm saying? We can't. And it's at the point where, like you said, this year alone, Styles, Benny, and Westside Gunn drop projects. Benny's about to drop another project. Yes. Conway's about to drop. Like, they're still in demand. You know what I'm saying? And
24 book drop, 25.
And they're still dropping our favorite cut. Like we said, this year alone, Styles, Benny got a banger.
I think both projects have been fire, man. Heels Turns 2 and 3.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So that's why I was like, yo, we got to give them their flowers, bro, because they really have kept us engaged in everything we love about hip hop. They still give that to us. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And then I mean, they had Eminem as a manager one time. They were under the tutelage of Shady Records. I wish that would have worked out a little better, I guess, but you know, it is what it is. I think Slim he had I think Westside and Con. I don't think Benny was with
It was a one album deal, but that album, I told you, I revisited, man, and it aged wonderfully, man. I love that album. That's a heavy album for me, and that's why when you be saying you want them to do Benny and Conway to do more songs, they're like, bro, they got a full album, bro. They have a full album. They have a full album.
I just think some of the verses niggas had in the stash on the phone for a little while collecting dust, bro. And niggas was like, all right, throw a beat on. I'm just gonna throw this verse I had.
Nah, bro. This was a shady. Come on, bro. You getting 50. You getting Eminem on tracks, and you want to give throwaway verses?
And listen, shout out to Raekwon and Ghostface who dropped projects this year. Westside Gunn and Conway and Benny, I believe they're on both those projects. I believe and shit like that. You know what I mean? So Ghostface has embraced them, even though Westside Gunn, you do sound like a Ghostface. I've always said, Watts kills me for this, but I've always said I want Westside Gunn, Loaded Lux, Action Bronson on the track together. They all sound like to me. Lux, Action Bronson, Ghostface, and Westside Gunn, all on one track. No hook, just rapping and shit like that. You know what I mean? But yes, Griselda has done a lot for hip hop, man. And for the years that we're doing shows and shit like that, it was they really brought the sound back and they really brought that feel back to NYC and shit like that. You know what I mean? I want Conway. Hopefully, Conway drops a dope project this year. I'm looking forward to him what Conway got to do this year, though. Because I think Gunn has been the most consistent one within the last year or two, to be honest. We're going to keep it tall. You know what I mean? Even though I think Benny should have done a better job when he heard J. Cole's verse on John P's Caddy. I would have wrote a different verse. I'm going to keep it tall.
So Benny, to me, Benny reached the apex of hip hop. There's nothing more you can ask for. He got verses from all the greats, the great commercial successful artists. You got Cole, you got a Drake feature. It never came out officially, but you got it, and you got it based on your rapping. So to me, his pen got him everything you could want in hip hop, everything, because all these artists respected him enough. Well, they would, I get on the song with you. I do verses with you. So that's why I salute these brothers, because they have other MCs like, I rock with y'all.
Okay. All right, take us home, my brother. Shout out to Griselda, man.
PSA Hip Hop, the home of Red Cafe.
Why is it Red Cafe? Yo, Izzo is not that guy, dog. One of the worst Brooklyn rappers of all time. I'm sorry.
Yo.
He's one of the worst Brooklyn rappers of all time.
Yo.
He's right there. Melancholy Nutcracker from Group Home. Right there. And Blase. Right there, Blase. You gone.
Bro, stop. Bro, do not do that. You know how I feel about Red Cafe, man.
And your man A Mafia. He's right there. All the niggas. A Mafia.
Yo, you talk about my favorite rappers, man.
A Mafia.
Hold on. No. A Mafia, one of the best rappers in Harlem.
Get out of here with that.
Red Cafe, one of the best rappers to come out of Brooklyn. Red Cafe
or Gravy?
Come on, man. Red Cafe. Come on, Gravy name up, man.
I'm going Gravy. Dog, don't act like Gravy was to come Gravy and Cool C to have the mixtapes back. Nah, don't do that. Watch. Don't do that. Don't do my son Gravy like that.
Come on, man. We took yo, 3. Izzo.
Izzo is not my guy. No. That nigga, dog. I there with Paul Kane and them niggas, man. Paul Kane.
No, I am not letting you do that. No, tell me.
G to K, them niggas. Them kind of niggas, man.
Wait, hold up. Why are you saying that when you remember I'm ill? Like you remember that.
I did like I'm ill. Okay, I did like that. I ain't gonna hold you. I did.
What about paper touching?
I was cool. All
right, bro.
Shice Bub and the Uncaso.
No, I'm not letting you. I'm not letting you now you just throwing random names out there, bro. I'm not letting you do that.
Big Noid, Milo from Leaders of the New School.
No, come on. Did you say Big Noid?
No, Noid. My bad, Noid. I went too far, Noid, you got some fire verses, some fire mic verses that meant the world to me.
Bro, you starting to jump out the window, bro. You starting to just like, get ahead of yourself, bro. So, like I said, PSA Hip Hop, the home of Islam.
Do you really like Red Cafe for real? No, sir.
Not like Bro Love. The man single-handedly held down New York from 2010 to 12.
Did you say
for 3 straight years?
Did you say single-handedly?
For 3 straight years. Held New York down.
Give me the years again.
3.
Give me the years. What year was this?
2010, 2011, 2012. Red Cafe, best MC coming out of New York. Without question. Put out the best music, the best rapping, everything.
Yo, slow down, Watts. Slow the fuck down, my nigga. Are you serious right now?
100%. I
got kid over at Red Cafe, man. What is you talking about, man? You're wilding, my nigga. You're wilding. I ain't never like Red Cafe like that, son. I swear to God, never like that.
But here's what's crazy with you saying that. Yet you knew he was rapping with Fab the whole time. You knew he was rapping with Ransom. But because he's dead nice.
Ransom tried to get at me one day about your man Red Cafe one day. Niggas tried to get at me on Twitter one day because I don't like Red Cafe. I'm like, hold on.
Bro,
man.
You talking to someone who thinks Red Cafe is one of the best artists to ever come out of Brooklyn.
I'd rather listen to North Star than fucking ever listen to a Red Cafe song. Out of Brooklyn? Out of Brooklyn, really?
Yes.
I don't got him over Smooth the Hustler, AZ, MOP, Billy Dance, and Lil Fame.
You name it. Come on, boy. You name it super certified legends, man. Okay, you name it.
Sean Price.
Another certified legend. Like you naming 5 Mike MCs, bro. All I said was PSA the home of Islam, bro. That's it, man. It set you off.
You ain't J.R. Wright or Hellrella, one of them niggas and shit like that. You know what I mean? Whatever.
J.R. Ryder and Hellrella both nicer than Jules Santana. You do know that, right? Both of them.
Okay.
Both of them.
I'm not mad at it. Only pushback I'll give you is Jewel's had a better solo project than both of them niggas.
No, he didn't.
From me to you, Jewel's first project was 4 mics. Strong.
Okay. And we'll Writer's Block.
I like Writer's Block though. I'm not gonna hold you. You know what? I'm gonna leave that alone. I actually like Writer's Block. I got nothing bad to say about Writer's Block. Nothing bad.
All right.
And Jewel's was the MVP of Diplomatic Immunity Part 1. He was over Cam and Jim Jones wasn't ready yet at all.
Okay, I'm not. That's okay.
Can you tell me?
I'm not gonna fight you on that. I'm not gonna fight you on that one. I'm not gonna fight you on that one.
I'll ask you a question. Can you tell me the vibe in New York City with Max Bougavel right now? It's been days now. Yeah, the crib. The pictures look crazy. Why? Has he gone home? Has the nigga touched home yet? He getting engaged? Who kid and fucking Volume 4 and dropping to their knees and shit? Like niggas is loving Bougavel. Jim Jones.
Bro, did you see when he went to the when he did his first performance? Like he just walked up to the club. Bro, it's gonna look like that everywhere he go. And I love it. I love it, bro, because it's showing you how. Remember how important mixtapes were to me and you? Like we love the mixtapes. This is his mixtape catalog. Kept him alive. And now he's about to touch down. Now you've seen him perform this shit. I love it, bro. I love it.
As he was on Cash Cobain, I think I saw.
Yeah.
I think you said something the other day that makes sense to me. I would like to see Max B listen, I want to fly on the wall and somebody play El Camino's music to Max B and just want to watch his vibe when he listen to El Camino.
Okay. By the way, I'm a big El Camino fan. Big El Camino fan.
He's BSF also, right? He's BSF. Yeah, he's part of BSF.
Big El Camino. Man.
Him.
Time out. Benny got the crew, bro.
Now
Benny got the crew, bro.
So you said
Benny got the crew.
All right, let's go. Before we wrap up, give us a name. We got Stove God, Boldy, and West Side. Pardon me. Boldy, Stove God, Rome Streets, and Brother Tom. That's a nice squad.
It is.
Squad. And then Benny has what? Rick Hyde.
Rick Hyde, dope MC. Go ahead.
He's high.
Nah, dope MC. Dope MC. Go ahead.
I like El Camino more than Rick Hyde.
Dope. Super dope. El Camino, dope. Harmonizing, rapping.
Yes,
dope.
I like El Camino.
Mixing both of them. Go ahead next.
Fuego bass. I like Fuego.
Fire.
I like Fuego. But Boldy's more consistent than all them niggas put together.
Fuego bass fire. And then the MVP of all of them, OT the Real. Of all of them.
You go, I see what kind of year it's going. I already see what's gonna happen in December. And shit like that. And maybe we should review an OT the Real project one of these times. But no, I guess we'll talk about it because I know you're gonna give us a tutorial how you feel about OT the Real. But you know what though? I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna go spend a block back on OT the Real project and shit. I'm glad you mentioned his name and stuff like that. You know what I mean? All right. So follow. I gotta watch his name up here. So follow Watson. Also, the watching 317. So I want to get his name up here and shit. My cousin did all this. I'm too old to do fancy shit like this, my nigga. I'm too old for this shit. But yeah. So Max. So before you go, Jim Jones. No. See, Mano. You sent me the interview with Mano. I gotta watch that over. You watched it though, right? Was Mano salty?
You got to see it, bro. Okay. He was talking to Angela Yee, and he was.
For the people that might watch, who watch us though, you know what I mean? They watch it. They fuck with us and shit.
He gave an answer that I didn't understand.
Really?
Because when if you ask me a question, I answer it.
Right.
But once you start running around in circles and doing all this kind of stuff, and then it's like, bro, either you yes or no, bro. It's a yes or no question. So he gave one of them kind of answers.
You feel like niggas want to fuck with Max, but they just can't? Is that what it is?
I don't know. We're gonna find out because Dave East was at the Say Less welcome home party. Dave East was there.
Dave East.
By the way, wait a minute. Dave East, who on the low is having a phenomenal year in hip hop. Phenomenal. He got an album. He got an album with Young Chris that you're not talking about. He got an album with Young Chris that you're not talking about. He has a top 3 album of the year with Ransom. Dave East.
Top 3 album of the year?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So hold on. So when you do your list at the end of the year,
hell yeah,
he's gonna be a top 3. Then basically, you saying Dave East gonna be a top 3. Then
that Dave East Ransom album is in my top 3 without question.
Because of Ransom.
No, it's not because of Ransom. It's not because of Ransom. It's because of both of them.
Nigga, Ransom is one of your favorite rappers. What are you talking about? It's because of Ransom.
Bro, it's because of both of them. Dave East stepped up to the plate the same way I told you. That Rome Street stepped up, Dave East stepped up.
Well, guess what? Rome Street didn't have to ever step up, nigga. Your man Dave East had to step up. Rome Street.
No, he didn't, because he already dropped the super fire album with Styles P that me and you loved and we talked about. So we know
18, bro.
Don't matter. But we know he can rap. And he did that.
Jalen Brunson even played for the Knicks at that time, my nigga. What are you talking about?
Time out. You like that album. We reviewed that album. So what's the issue? We didn't think Dave East made the album not good. We was like, this is a dope album, back and forth. And his peers respect him, 3, don't they? Styles P respects him. Ransom respects him. Yeah. They do. Yeah.
No, they do. Fab.
Yeah. Dave East having a low-key fire year. Fire. So you really not gonna talk about the Young Chris album?
I didn't know you was the young gun. So that's what we doing for the young Chris.
Don't hit me with the I had Chris eating Neef because Special got him out the my man not wanting to rap.
He got you, yo. If any of you niggas don't watch and talking about, please go to YouTube 2008 38 Special Young Chris freestyle. Dog, that's an ass whooping. What the young kids say, belt to ass. That was belt to ass with 38 Special than the young Chris. That was debacle. That nigga didn't rap no more. That was a fucking debacle. That was a massacre. Shout to 50. That was a massacre, my nigga. Jesus Christ, man. All right, brother. Peace and love, man. We're gonna talk.
All right, bro.
I got. Shout out my brother watching. I know the vibes ready. PSN reloaded, you heard?